Hey, so if you're running Google Ads for your law firm, I want to talk to you about an advanced strategy that you could be implementing in your account and when to implement it. So there's something called conquest, or in other words, stealing your competitor's traffic by bidding on their name or their law firm's name. Now, I'm going to show you a few things on a screen share of why people do this, and then I'm going to talk to you about the effectiveness of this technique and whether or not you should do it. So let's go ahead and dive into a quick screen share. So the whole concept here is that you're going to be bidding on your competitor's name in order to steal traffic from them. And what this means is if you were to type in one of your competitors' names on Google, you could show your ad when someone types in their name. So you're stealing their traffic. Okay, so let's talk about what the implications are here, what the advantages are, and what the disadvantages are, and an appropriate time to actually do this. So first of all, this is the keyword planner, and this is a tool that Google provides you to show you, number one, the competitiveness and cost of each keyword and how many times it's actually searched in your area. So what I have here is an example of an attorney here in the Tampa Bay area, and this guy's a pretty big divorce attorney. He has billboards, he runs some TV, so he's well known, and people would bid on his name in order to steal his traffic. So his name is Dean Cantaris. And if you type in Dean Cantaris into Google, his firm will rank number one organically. Makes sense. And it doesn't appear that anyone is buying his name right now. But why would you buy his name? So you know he's a divorce attorney. And if you look here inside the Google Keyword Planner, you can see that Cantaris Law and Dean Cantaris are searched many, many times every single month. 140 and 70, so you can get traffic for his name. And you can see the competitiveness of his name is a lot lower than the word divorce attorney. So the idea here is people are looking for a divorce attorney because they're searching for him, and we can bid on his name because it's a lot cheaper. So instead of paying $7 to $31 a click, you could pay $2 to $15 per click and still get someone in market for a divorce. So that's the idea behind a conquest campaign is we're trying to steal away people from our competitors. Number one, because we know they're searching for a divorce. And number two, because it's going to be a lot cheaper than bidding on the generic keyword, which is divorce attorney. So that's the idea behind it. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of this, because I know it sounds really fun stealing away your competitor's traffic. But when they're searching for that attorney, it's because number one, they need help from that attorney and they've been referred to that attorney, and they're already made their decision that they want to work with Dean. Or number two, it's an existing client and they're like, hey, I need to talk to Dean today, so let me Google his name so I can get his phone number. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below. And if you want us to help you grow your law firm, you can book a call with me in the comments section below. Let's get back to the video. So you're going to get a lot of people who are existing clients of the firm or people who want to work with Dean specifically. And so the conversion rate on these leads is going to be very, very low. That's just how it goes. It's a good way to get volume. It's a good way to get cheap volume, but they're not going to be the highest quality lead because they're already searching for somebody else, not you. So let's talk about when you would want to do something like this. Like when is an appropriate time in your account to do something like this? So number one, let's say you've been running generic volume for quite some time and you have your conversion rates nailed down. So you know that on the word divorce attorney, you get X amount of leads for every amount of click and you get X amount of clients for every lead you get. So you have a well-oiled machine going and you can't scale anymore. You're hitting a ceiling to where you are literally soaking up all of the volume in your area for that keyword. And you've tried other scaling techniques, which there are many, and now you're just looking to start eating your competitors' traffic. You're that big and you want to go after their traffic. That would be an appropriate time to start going after their traffic. Until you've exhausted all of the low-hanging fruit and all of the people who need a divorce attorney and haven't made up their mind yet, then you could start going for your competitors' traffic. Now, there's another reason why you would go for this type of traffic, and it's mainly in the more competitive verticals such as personal injury or criminal or DUI. And that is because when you go for personal injury keywords, the clicks can be outrageously expensive. It could be $300 to $400 a click. Whereas when you buy someone's name, it's like $20, $30 a click. And you know they're looking for a personal injury attorney. So the idea here is you're going to get a bunch of cheap leads and hopefully a few of them work out and your cost per acquisition will work itself out. So this is an example of someone buying Culpepper Curlin's name. So they're a local attorney here in the Tampa Bay area, and they have a lot of TV commercials, a lot of billboards. So you can see that they rank organically for their name, which you would expect. But if we scroll to the bottom of the screen, you can see that Rubenstein is buying their name, and so is Jacobella Lawyers, if I said that right. So they are doing conquest campaigns, trying to steal away people from Culpeper Curland, and also these local service ads are bidding on their name as well. They have associated that this is a personal injury attorney, and they're showing other personal injury attorneys in the area. So that is an appropriate time to do it because these people are spending so much money on everything else, and now they're just desperate to steal their competitors' traffic away. So you see this a lot in personal injury because they're very, very competitive. And again, the keywords are a lot cheaper when you buy somebody's name. Again, it could be like 10 times, even 20 times cheaper than the generic keyword. So that would be, a good time. The other thing you could do to combat someone conquesting your name. So if I were Culpeper Curland in this case, and other people's ads were showing up above my organic listing, I could then begin buying my name. So I would bid on my name. This is called a brand campaign, where you actually buy your keyword, Culpeper Curland. It's going to be very cheap. It's going to be even cheaper for you because you are Culpeper Curland. And so that's how that process works. So this is a very competitive niche. Again, this is when you're at a higher level of advertising that you start doing these things. In the beginning, the generic keywords are the low-hanging fruit for bringing in new clients. That's what I recommend if you're newer. If you're more advanced and you need to do these things, then I've just given you a brief overview on how to do it and why it's cost effective, and in some cases why you shouldn't do it. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next video.